And welcome to another Muay Thai training masterclass tape number 2, featuring some of the most outstanding Thai boxers and kickboxers and professional boxers. What you're going to witness here today, some training techniques, training tips of the masters, and basically how to improve your skills as a martial artist and a full contact player. Going to be seeing uses of the equipment, showing speed, power, accuracy, timing, control. Witness for yourself, and then put it into practice in your own time, in your gym, in your own workouts. Right now we're seeing here the focus mitt training held by the master while a student goes to work on honing his skills, his timing, his distance, the speed, accuracy, to tone the hands, the fists, the feet, the knees and the elbows. Right now we're going through the basic drills of boxing Thai style. Straight punches, hooks, uppercuts, blocking and countering. You can see the use there of the focus mitt for attack and defense purposes, ensuring your guard is high at all times and breathing is very important. Advanced punches. This is known as the spinning back fist, and it has KO'd many a fighter in the Thai and kickboxing ring. A devastating technique. The whole body is turned into this with speed, power and accuracy. And now another advanced punch, the flying punch. This is where you're jumping in the air, following through with a straight punch or hook into the opponent's face or target. Breathing is very important, to inhale before the actual strike, exhale on impact, and following in with the power of the strike. Full momentum of the body weight should be put into each strike as a follow-through method, and this is the Muay Thai training technique. With every technique there is a follow-through, but obviously after the technique has finished, making sure that you attract back to the safety of your guard and position. Now close range technique, which is the elbow, one of the most devastating techniques of Muay Thai, the ancient art from Thailand, also known as the art and science of 8 limbs. You can see here student and master, Master Sken, performing the use of focus mitts and counter-attack, while his student Sandy Holt performs the technique in front of his many students who will be practicing these moves later. You've just seen straight elbows, now the uppercut. You notice these are like extensions or shorter versions of punches, but with far more devastation. Boxing is used with gloves on, and obviously it's a protected hand. The elbow is unprotected, pure bone, pure power, and very devastating. Now the downward circular elbow. This one is to come through the center of your opponent's guard with lefts or rights. Again, ensuring your guard is high at all times for a counter-attack. When you're using the elbow, you are very close. Now a little bit of a longer range. This is the spinning reverse elbow. Again, like the spinning punch, a devastating technique. But notice at the end, your guard must be high, because you'll counter-attack instantly and you could get knocked out. Accuracy, as you can see there, straight into the center of the focus mitt. Focus mitts are excellent to hone the punches and elbows of Muay Thai, Thai style boxing. This is a classical Ling Lum Muay Thai traditional technique of climb up and jump downward elbow. This will be to the top of the head to crack the skull. A very, very dangerous technique and should only be practiced by people who are advanced. Now moving down from the arms to the lower part of the body, the knees. Again, the devastating technique. This is known as the long knee. In Thai, this is Kao, stands for knee. You've just seen boxing, which is chok, elbows, which is sock, and this is cow, which means knee. And you're seeing here now the front knee, lefts and rights, and the counters. Powerful strikes to the midsection, which will cripple and absolutely bend into your opponent if they're executed with speed and power. And the Thai pad or the Thai arm long mitt is used to develop this power and for safety for the trainer. Now we're seeing the round or side knee, which is like a roundhouse kick, but done with the knee. Again, a devastating strike to the ribs of your opponent. And again, will induce severe pain, if not broken ribs, if connected in the right places. Now we're seeing closer range. This is close range clinch work of the grab and hold. And the front knee again, used in succession in single or double or even triple strikes. Powerful strikes there you can see going into the Thai pad. And again, as a trainer, you must hold the pads very strong and offer resistance against every strike. Without resistance, your partner or your opponent there cannot use power and develop power. Resistance like you would use if you had a weight, and the pad work is the same. Now we're witnessing the advanced flying Khao Loi. Khao Loi, Thai English, means jumping or flying knee. You can see the power there as it goes through the opponent or through the pad. That's what every technique in Muay Thai is based on, follow through. Like the breaking techniques in other martial arts. You don't hit the surface of the wood or the brick, you go through. And that's what every Muay Thai strike does. Now we see the students putting some of those practices now into the bag, the short bag, the medium bag, and the long bag. You can see different size bags, and this with the practice the front, the side knees. This builds up excellent stamina, endurance. Now we're going to see what we saw before, the flying knee. This is used obviously at long range, and it has devastating effect on your opponent. Now let's have a look at the juniors. And here we have little 4-year-old Liam going through some of the motions to show that anyone can do it. Master Sken there enjoying himself with the children. Got a great rapport going with the kids and females as well, you've seen in the background. Anyone can do Muay Thai. It is for the people. And you can have fun while you train. That's the most important thing. There's one thing for sure, this young child will not be bullied at school. And you can see there the emphasis there on the pad work. And very hard and devastating high roundhouse kick there. Well timed, well executed, and very accurate, even at a tender age of 4. Master Sken was renowned as a Muay Thai instructor, taught many champions, including the champion that's just been demonstrating before, Sandy Holt, and the team there in the background, many of which have been in the ring. And now we're seeing some of the advanced kicks here, the spinning hook kick. It just shows what can be attained at this early age. Starting young, like in Thailand, it's very same. They'll start at any age from 4 or 5. But then there's been people even to be known to have started in the 60s, so there's no age limit. Now going on to the long mitt again, the Thai pad, working on the power of the body kick. This is the most devastating kick in Muay Thai. The shin kick, the roundhouse kick. This is known as Te Kwa, or right roundhouse, right shin kick. And you'll see the pad fold when the strike comes in, being held there by one of the cruiserweight contenders, Glenn Tobias, who's holding the pad there solidly for these powerful low strikes, body strikes, and I think we'll be seeing some head strikes as well. Notice the safety, please, of the pad, how it's being held with 2 arms, because the arm, obviously, taking these type of strikes against the leg could end up having broken arms. Now we're seeing the pure height here. Glenn Tobias stands at 6'3" and is there being kicked in the head or in the pad, which is where you were aiming for the target. In Muay Thai, there's 3 target areas. Low, middle, and high. Low point, middle point, high point kicking. And these can be executed with both legs, and you should practice with both left and right to make yourself balanced and coordinated. Now we're seeing what's known in Thai as teep. Teep is translated to English as front push kick, because this kick is not only a kick, but it's also a push to fold your opponent in half. As you can see there, the big fellow is being knocked back by the smaller man with the power and the full contact strike of the front kick. The ball of the foot is the weapon, but also what can be used is the heel. Notice the hands, one up to protect the face and one out for balance and for blocking. Now we come to the side kick. There's 3 basic kicks in Muay Thai and full contact kickboxing. Front kick, obviously front, round kick for round strikes, and side kicks for side strikes. So you've just seen there the left and right and the stepping side kick. And now the advanced kick, which is the turning back kick. And the side kick, which is known as teep kan, which means side kick on turning side kicks. Turning back kick is a very powerful strike. Now we're going into front kicks, side kicks, and again you can see notice the use of the pad being held with 2 arms against the devastating power of the legs. So remember, your legs are about 3 times the size, the weight and strength of each arm. Notice the guard. Every time you hit the pad or the bag, you must exhale. Now what we saw the little junior doing here, we're seeing now Sandy, the triple Thai boxing champion, doing the spinning and advanced kicks. Spinning hook kick, again, full contact. You can see the power there going through the pad. This will be aimed at the opponent's head or neck, which would be devastating if caught correctly. You see the use of the pad, and Glenn there, he's got his other hand up to protect himself against the dangerous kick that might miss the target. So accuracy is important. These type of kicks should be tried slowly first of all, try at a lower level, and when you get more competent, then go to the higher level and keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. The spinning hook kick. And you can see the follow through, non-stop, all the way through. Every kick catching the mark. Now you see the master at work with a multiple attack of the spinning hook kick. This requires precision, speed, balance, control, accuracy, timing, and definite balance. Now we see the team using the teep, the front kick or the front push kick, an excellent weapon to keep your opponent at bay or to give you distance between you and your opponent so that you can measure them for a follow-up strike. Now we'll see a different type of kick. You've just seen the front. Now the pad's being held to the side there so they can do the body kick. And again, you can see the power there as the partners with the pads get knocked back from the power. Different levels. You've seen body, and now the high point, which is going to the head. Remember to re-establish your guard but after and in between each kick so you can reload, just like an archer would set his bow and arrow. And here we're witnessing the side kick. A very powerful, long-range weapon. Remember to exhale on impact. To breathe in before the strike and breathe out as the weapon hits the opponent or the bag or pad that you're training with. Remember, full contact trainers should always use these pads. The Thai pad, the focus mitt, the low kick pad or the punch bags. Excellent weapons of training assistance is depending on what you are actually hitting. If you train full contact, you can fight full contact. See the advanced kicks, turning back kick. Now we're witnessing the spinning hook kick. See all different ranges of skills from the young junior at the front to the more advanced seniors at the back of the class. And you can see the uniform, the way it's being trained, with one side with a pad, the other side doing the techniques. And here we go, multiple roundhouse kicks. Thai's famous for this. Just non-stop action and builds up pure stamina, confidence and expertise. Balance, coordination, to name but a few. Just to recap, remember, everything you need to practice must be repeated multiple times, looking for accuracy on the focus mitts, always ensuring you have a guard and you are breathing throughout your techniques. And remember, when you finish, you could get caught with a counter-attack. This is why you can see here the blocking is as important as the attacking. Offense and defense. Now the use of the Thai bag. Master Sken here performing some advanced techniques, boxing. Use of turning the bag, footwork, which is very, very important as well. Being able to move around the footwork, as any boxer or Thai or kickboxer will tell you, ring craft is very important, and this comes down to your footwork, of your balance. If your feet are too close, you can fall over. If your feet are too wide, you can get caught with kicks or be off balance. So it's integral that your feet are in a good position throughout these type of strikes. You can see here boxing and elbows and knees, knee and elbow together. This is where you combine or make up combinations. Remember, there are 8 weapons in Muay Thai, excluding the head, which could be classed as 9. That's only used usually in street fight situations. But the 8 main weapons of Muay Thai: 2 hands, 2 elbows, 2 knees, and 2 shins or feet. Right now we're seeing advanced kicking techniques. And remember, there's 6 numbers in the lottery with approximately 12 million permutations. So if you've got 8 weapons, 8 numbers, you're probably looking at 20 million different permutations that you could break Muay Thai down into. And that's why after many, many years, you're still learning. And that's why practice is crucial. You can see some very advanced jump spinning hook kicks on the bag. And again, precision timing, accuracy, and power. Now power shown and proven with 2 1-inch boards, and you've just seen the full shin go straight through those like paper, and then the flying and turning back kick. Master Sken there was just showing his power, not just displayed only on pads, but breaking solid 2 inches of pine wood. And you can see the different use of apparatus or equipment, the focus mitts first, and now the long mitt or the Thai pad. These can be bought from anywhere that supplies the Thai or kickboxing stockist equipment. A useful number for you in this for this type of equipment is to ring the Sandy Company on 01204 525 131. We'll supply all your Thai and kickboxing needs. Notice the twisting of the support foot on the roundhouse kick. This is one important aspect as well. The kicking leg is very crucial, but it cannot be executed unless you've got good balance on the lead leg or the support leg to enable you to get this kick right and to twist your foot in towards your opponent. As you can see there, the back foot is twisted right in towards your partner. This allows your knee and your hip to go through the kick. Because remember, Muay Thai is a follow-up. And let's base the ring into street. And here we see the ladies showing the men how it's done. Showing some of these kicks, knees, advanced kicks, basic kicks, all put into practice, not just in a Thai boxing uniform, but also applied in the street. You can see there the speed, the precision and the control. Master Sken doing the advanced techniques in the street, showing that it can work any place, anytime, anywhere. And remember, when you start and finish a technique, always ensure you're in the guard position, either left guard, which is orthodox, or right guard, which is classed as southpaw or unorthodox. Either stance is correct. You can see right guard here, which is called right stance, unorthodox, and you've just witnessed left guard.